we're live.
We did it.
Hey guys.
We didn't.
We're here.
I've gotten used to that Sean just won't talk until I say we're live or something.
Yeah, that's when the podcast starts.
Fair enough.
That's the official intro.
Yep.
He's like, all rise, put your hand over your heart.
We're now live, and then everyone says it back to us.
Oh, top-down perspective. It's a podcast we're on.
Pretty good.
Now do the Canadian version.
Okay. Top-down perspective. A podcast we're all on.
That's really good.
Perfect. Now
Oh,
the
man.
Mexican version.
I don't know the
Yeah,
anthem.
Now,
do you know any other anthems?
now doing the style of Bon Jovi.
The problem is my mind immediately goes to It's My Life.
Yeah.
Top-down perspective. It's a podcast we're all on.
Yeah, all right. There you go.
That was maybe in the ballpark of how that song sounds.
I can't sound like Bon Jovi. No one can sound like Bon Jovi except for Bon Jovi.
Cool.
Because he's got like this whine to his voice.
Sure. Bon Jovi's great. I like Bon Jovi. Some of my favorite rock band songs to play are usually Bon Jovi.
Sure.
I'm not saying his songs are bad, but I'm just saying he's got that. There's a thing to his voice that makes it really hard to mimic.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. That 80s, like, not glam, really, but that, like, high-pitched rock. Pretty good.
I wouldn't really... Yeah. Anyway. Why don't we talk about where you guys were just at? That seems video game related. Not that
Yeah, John. Where were we, John? Huh?
All right. So we were at a local video game store called Video Game Trader, and I hosted a Saturn Bomberman tournament. So there were 10-player rounds. We had, I think, 15 people in total played, including myself. And I won.
Do I even need...
prizes?
Congratulations, John.
Thank you. Top 3 got special prizes, and then everyone got a participation prize, which was a keychain, which was pretty cool.
Do I even need to say anything about how weird that is?
What? That I won my own tournament?
Like, okay, so John's holding a tournament. That's all fine and good. Oh, look who's stepping up. 2-time international world champion at Bomberman. Proton John steps up to the plate.
What the fuck is this 2-time international champion bullshit?
Didn't you win twice at, like, PAX or something?
No, I won for the first time ever this year.
Oh, okay, sorry. First international, the one time, yeah. The only time there's been an international championship for Bomberman.
I understand you've won 100% of the tournaments you've run at Video Game Traders where Bomberman
Collusion.
Yeah, so we ran that. It was pretty good. Top 3 got prizes. Everyone got a participation prize that was actually made by the people that worked there, which was really chill.
Yep, really cool.
Paul just kept describing it to me as it's like a photo thing. And what did you actually win?
So the participation prize was like a crocheted Bomberman keychain. It came in the 4 different Bomberman colors from Super Nintendo, so blue, red, black, and white.
Actually, I have mine here for video people.
Yeah, there you go. Mine's on my keys right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
And top 3 each got a framed picture that was also Bomberman related. I've gotten mine over here if you give me a sec. Where did it go?
This is what I'm picturing in my head. They printed off a screenshot. What is this?
Yeah, like they did a screenshot and then they also put like art on it as well. Oh, there it is. So in my case, the one I picked, they crocheted a black Bomberman over like an image of all the power-ups.
Yep.
So
okay, so there's 2 layers to that. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, the Bomberman itself is crocheted on there, and then all the power-ups are underneath it as a background.
Okay.
So there was also a large white Bomberman jumping in front of like a screenshot of Super Bomberman 2.
I kind of like that one, to be honest with you.
What, that one? The one that they offered? That was supposed to be the first prize originally, but then they made 2 others, and I kind of like the power-up one, honestly.
Fair enough.
And then the third one was a Bomberman sitting in front of a bunch of bombs.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So the plan is from here on out, I'm actually going to be running tournaments for video game traders. Apparently, they told me today if I hadn't run that and hadn't gone well, they would have gotten rid of the tournament section. So good thing it went all right.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
It was fun.
That's cool.
Good time.
Did they order pizza?
No, I said they might do that in the future for pay tournaments because this was a free tournament.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, from in a month or two, we might be running another one. It might be GoldenEye, it might be Mario Kart. It depends on what we kind of settle on.
And like it has to be like a multiplayer game, obviously.
Well, yeah, it's a tournament.
Sure,
John,
okay.
do you have an Ouya?
No.
Fuck. Duck Game is like the one that you should actually do. Because then I will actually wipe the floor with you.
Why don't I bring it for Steam?
I mean, you could if you could set up like the computer.
I don't know. It might be kind of cool. You could be like, hey, I have an actual Ouya here. You can come look at it. That could be another selling point.
Then I have to admit I'd have a Ouya, and who the hell would want to do that?
The same guy who has like a Wii Mini.
That someone bought for me.
Okay, sure. Yeah, all right, whatever.
Classic story.
Yep.
Classic, somebody bought this for me, John.
I'm holding it for a friend.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I can stop anytime I want, guys.
Well, that's cool. Congrats on that. You should find just like super weird games to do.
Well, I want to do weird stuff, but I also want to do. I have to do like establish that there's a tournament there, so I have to start doing normal stuff first, which is why GoldenEye or Mario Kart. But some people wanted Power Stone, and I'm down for Power Stone.
That would be dope.
How many people were in this tournament that had actually like come because they heard about it, or were just like in the store at the time?
I think it was half and half. Like half knew about the tournament beforehand, and then like 2 or 3 people joined in last minute because we had extra spots.
Right. Okay. I've actually never been to that store, so
it's a game store.
It's actually they've changed it since. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've just never gone over there. I should next time I'm back in town.
Next time you're in town, go check it out. Jeff's a real cool dude. He's the owner, the new owner.
All right, very cool. Okay. Top Down Perspective is this podcast that you're currently listening to.
You've sung its theme song twice, apparently.
Yep. Yeah, and you've heard it in 8-bit form as well. So 3 themes. Sean, John, Paul, we're all here.
Yep.
It's really hot in my bedroom. I'm sweating already.
Not here. It's nice and cool in here right now.
Hitting my desk.
Yeah, pretty chill here too.
Nice.
I watched Civil War last night. That movie's still really good.
Okay.
Is it America?
Yep.
Cool. I didn't know if you were just suddenly a big history buff and we're watching about the actual Civil War.
Nope. Civil War. I think it's my favorite movie that came out this year.
I have not seen it. It's the only Marvel movie I haven't seen.
I think it's my second favorite Marvel movie.
Ooh,
holy
over
shit.
What?
After Avengers 1.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Because it used to go Avengers 1 and then Winter Soldier. And I think Civil War is above Winter Soldier now.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
It is so much fun. That movie's so much fun.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, for sure. Deadpool also came out this year. That's probably my second choice for movies that came out this year.
Deadpool was excellent.
Deadpool's so good. Okay. Why don't we talk about what Paul's been playing?
What I've been playing?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I feel like I played something else. I can't remember, so it's obviously not worth talking about. I've been playing Picross 3D2. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So Picross 3D2. Now, as you know, I really, really liked Picross 3D. Playing this,
yeah, it's great.
I don't like 3D Picross at all. I actually just want more normal Picross puzzles.
I think you meant you like 2D Picross, not 3D Picross.
2D. No, I liked the first Picross 3D.
Oh, okay.
So you just don't like the color stuff?
I don't like the color stuff. I just don't like using a stylus for literally everything. Like, honestly...
What it was in the first one, though, was literally using the stylus for everything.
Yeah, remembering back on that, that's all bullshit. I just like playing
so you're saying the normal one. You couldn't even go back to 3D now?
Probably not. No.
Okay. This has retroactively ruined the Picross 3D.
To be fair, 2D Picross is way better, in my opinion, as well. But I like Picross 3D Round 2. I think it's great.
Okay.
I disagree. I 3D is my jam.
I've played about 10 books so far.
That's further than me, maybe.
Of Picross 3D2, all on hard. Some of the hints they give you on hard don't feel like they're actually helpful at all, but that's fine.
I haven't used the hints at all, so I don't even know what they do.
No, not the hints, but like the numbers. Like
oh no, some of those setups are brutal.
They're they're pretty fucking rough for some of them. I like that though. Like I like actually having to think. That's kind of nice and notice what the pattern is and kind of follow that.
You don't want to be spoon-fed the Picross.
Oh fuck no.
Sure.
My main thing is that, like, where's my DS? I don't like to just like be holding like this with one hand and then having to do something and then using a stylus at the same time. It's the same reason I never really got into like the hell was that game called? I never actually played Kid Icarus for that reason, but Metroid Prime Hunters or whatever. I never.
Oh yeah.
So I hate
Kid
that.
Icarus has a lot more problems than just that. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough. I don't like that
that's
style
the
of
only
playing.
problem.
If I'm gonna be holding the DS in one hand and then using the stylus, for me the only way that works is the like books way, where you're like holding the book. Like Hotel Dusk did that.
I mean,
the Rhythm
couldn't you
Heaven.
just do that?
Maybe actually.
What?
No, because you need to. You need
it's just a
the.
cube.
Yeah, but you need the thing. You need the different. You need the hammer and you need the like painting
you need to use
things.
the D-pad or the circle pad to activate the tools.
Right.
I
You need the
guess,
tools.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no.
Otherwise,
you're
yeah,
totally right.
that would be cool. That would actually fix a lot of my problem with just like being the process of playing it.
And those aren't just those aren't a toggle. You need to hold them down, right?
Right.
Yeah, you have the whole.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
I just want more games that use the DS as a book. I can't remember like very many 3DS games doing that because of the 3D aspect. But that's always so cool when that happens.
Agreed. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. But I mean, it's a puzzle game. Puzzle games are fun, just little thing you pull out and spend like 5 minutes on while you're waiting to do something else or whatnot. So it's fine for that, but it's just not as fun as the free app I have on my phone with 2D puzzles, basically.
Okay.
And I feel a little ripped off because of it. But I know there's a lot of puzzles in there. It's just that
There's a lot of puzzles in this game.
yeah,
I mean, that's a good thing.
that's a good
It's
thing.
a good thing, but man, it does not stop.
Yeah,
That's good
yeah,
because you paid like $40 for it.
yeah.
That's true. I forgot about that part.
I would have rather
that's good.
there been half the puzzles and paid like 20 though, honestly. But whatever,
Okay.
it's fine. That's
All right, cool.
That's kind of all I
That's all
have for this week.
And that's all you've been playing, John?
Yeah, that's all I've been playing this week. I am on book 27. I've got
Okay.
Way ahead of me.
160 puzzles done.
Okay.
It's the only thing I've really. Oh well, technically I played other stuff last night, but we have been spending a lot of our free time lately because we adopted a cat.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of this.
Yes,
One eye.
We're not. Yeah, a one-eyed cat. We're a little torn on his name right now. We keep alternating between Bagel and Big Boss.
Big Boss is apt.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Bagel is like that's an actual name for a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, so we kind of like, I think we either go like Big Boss Bagel or Bagel Big Boss, and then sometimes Mick Ginger Pants seems to also sneak in there.
Okay.
He must
I mean, it's a
uh,
cat, so it's not like it's gonna come when you call its name anyway.
I mean,
That's
after-
actually
if
bullshit.
it settles on something.
If I
after
open my
a
door right
while,
now and call
eventually.
my cat, he'll run in here.
If
Yeah.
I was at my parents' house and did anything to my cat, even look at it weirdly, it would scratch me.
You have a shitty cat then.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
the
have
cat
a
I grew up with.
There you
Shit
go.
about my cat.
Don't talk shit on my shitty cat.
It must be a special
yeah.
cat to already earn the rank of Big Boss, though. Damn.
No. He's seen things. in
That's
his
true. Why don't you
5
just
and a
call it
half
like
months.
naked cat?
Right,
He's-
naked cat.
He's too furry. Too furry to be naked cat.
And then once
Sure.
once he kills you, he can be Big Boss.
Right.
Oh my god, great. That's exactly what I want. But yeah, so he came home yesterday
Yeah.
and he's been super fun, super personable. He's adjusted really well. but we're keeping him in the bedroom until tonight when he's allowed to wander around a bit more when we're all free. So he won't be on cam tonight because he's still up in the bedroom relaxing.
Okay.
And he did not want to let us sleep last night, so I'm very exhausted. So I apologize if I seem a little out of it.
Fair enough.
Classic cat.
Classic cat.
My dad used to keep a stress ball on his nightstand. So if the cat was like jumping around or doing something, he had something that he could throw at it. Get it to go away. Pro tip.
Pro tip, if you don't want to take care of an animal, don't get one.
I'll keep that in mind as well.
All right, what have I been playing? It's been just Forza Horizon 3.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
I did play another game. Sorry, I'll talk about it later.
All right. Forza Horizon 3 comes out on Tuesday. Unless you bought the collector's edition, then you got it yesterday.
Interesting. I think the new Gears is doing that too.
I think you might be right. Yeah. Which, man, I'm excited for new Gears. I want that to happen. Anyway, Forza Horizon 3. That game's pretty good. That game's a lot of fun.
I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about that. It's got a 91 on Metacritic right now.
It's more Horizon. Those games are always great. The area is really cool this time because it's Australia. So you got a bunch of like, there's some forest. There's a lot of like beachside cities. And then there's just some like crazy outback areas you can drive around, which are totally fun too.
Cool.
But apart from that, yeah, it's just more of that game. There's now a co-op campaign involved, so people can drive in with you. I haven't tried that out yet, but I definitely should because that seems cool.
Co-op campaign?
Well, I think people can like join your game and drive around with you and do like the usual campaign stuff, but now you just have a buddy. I'm not sure though. I haven't played it yet, which I should. It's got the usual Forza, all the like paint stuff. So whenever you buy a new car, there's usually some weird paint skin you can put on top of it. Right now, I have this one car that has like a Flash decal, like the comic book Flash, but it also has Marvel on it. I don't know who made that, but that's kind of funny. Yeah, that game looks real good, runs super nicely. Music's still pretty good. I don't think it's my favorite of the soundtracks. I still think I like one the most. Yeah, I did a stream for that. When did I stream that? Thursday, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
John's entered the pizza zone, so.
Yeah.
I love the bottom of the box, or the bottom of the frame just showing nothing but the box.
I have to apologize. I basically like stayed late and then ran.
No, it's fine. It just looks like you're peeking over it. Oh, God. So, what are some songs? Because I know you were saying that you found some new bands that you love, or whatever, that you didn't know about or something from playing this game.
I think that only really happened once with this one. This band, like, it's either Avian or Avian Row, which is pretty cool that I'm into that one song I have there. So I looked them up and I put some of them on my phone.
Okay.
But it's got the usual like drum and bass station and classical music station if you want. It
Sure.
has this weird thing where you can unlock the Groove music station, which will tie into your Groove Music account, which I guess is a music service from Microsoft.
Okay.
I had never heard about this before, and when I unlocked it, people in the chat were like, I don't know what this is, and then they looked it up, and they're like, Microsoft owns it. So if you unlock it, it immediately asks you, like, hey, do you want to start, like, a 14-day trial with Groove Music? And I was like, no, I don't feel like doing that right now. No, thank you.
Whoa. Isn't Groove Music what Groove Shark used to be?
I have no idea.
I bet it is.
I never really used Groove Shark.
Wasn't that what they turned Zune into?
Maybe?
I have absolutely no idea. I don't follow Microsoft's music acquisitions.
Okay, fair enough.
But anyway, you can, if you have a Groove Music account, you can tie it to Forza Horizon 3 and listen to that music through into the game, which is kind of cool. But who has a Groove Music account?
I haven't even heard of it, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What they should do, and I was talking about this on stream, is they need a way to like Bluetooth connect to your phone, and then any music on there can just pop up. Like, how is that not a thing?
Yeah.
Because I remember past games, if you had music like on the console, you could connect to those. I think like Midnight City 3 was doing that and stuff like that. I think Burnout Paradise could do it too. But I don't even want to have to put it on the console. I want it just to Bluetooth to my phone, connect, or at least connect to like my Spotify account.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Some people actually
I think
use.
it's a little too niche for them to even bother doing it. Like, does it even support Bluetooth?
The Xbox.
I don't think the controllers themselves are Bluetooth.
The new ones are, because you can connect them to the computer that way.
Are they?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I just think that'd be a cool thing. I don't know if the console itself can do Bluetooth. I really don't know. I'm pretty sure the PlayStation can, or the PlayStation 4 can.
Right.
But Forza Horizon is obviously not on that. Anyway, these are features not in the game. The game, yeah, it looks great. If you liked any of the other Forza Horizon games, it's more of that. So that's a blast. You get to set up, Horizon festivals all over what seems to be like the northeastern side of Australia. So you get like Surfers Paradise, that city's there, which I've actually been to.
Okay.
I'm saying low key brag. Yeah, it's a good time. Just some cool stuff in there. I recommend that game. It's a lot of fun.
Cool.
And then the other game I was going to talk about is a card game that I got in the mail because the Secret Hitler finally came out. If anyone kickstarted that, which I did. That game's great. Have you guys ever checked out Secret Hitler?
Yeah, but I haven't played it myself yet.
So
I'd
you
like
just
to
watch like streams and stuff?
I've watched people play it, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. If you've played any like Resistance or Avalon, it's very similar to that. In which you got like two sides. You can't reveal like who you are and stuff, and you're trying to like make things pass, either success or failure, kind of. But what's interesting with this one is if the fascist side is winning by so much at a certain point, they get to start making decrees, which will involve things like they just get to kill one player and they're out of the game immediately.
Yeah.
So I was playing this one real good game last weekend, and for that game, I was Hitler. Obviously, I didn't want anyone to know that.
Right.
And so it was two fascists, including Hitler, against 4 of the good guys.
Yeah.
And 2 of the good guys had basically figured out who the fascists were.
Sure.
But we were talking well enough that the other 2 really had no idea, and they weren't really trusting the 2 who were talking out.
Yeah.
So eventually we got to kill off one of the people who was talking out, which was perfect. Like, he was straight up like, if you guys kill me, you're going to lose this game. But we managed to talk our way into them getting killed. And then later on, we got the other person killed. And then the fascists ended up winning because if Hitler gets like elected at any point in the back half of the game, they automatically win. Like, that game's great. I recommend Secret Hitler if you're a fan of Resistance or Avalon.
Yeah.
Definitely look it up. And the board version is super nice because I've played it before as just like print your own stuff. And that's always fine. But the board version looks great. You get like wooden plaques to pass around. Things are like gold trim. It's really, really nice. And it came with a sticker pack if you wanted to, because all the fascists are some kind of reptile. Yeah, reptile, I believe.
Yeah.
You can change Hitler. Instead of an alligator, you can put a sticker on it and make him Trump.
Great. All right.
So there's that too. I don't know if every version comes with that or just the Kickstarter one, but I have that too if I want to put a sticker on it. I haven't
Probably
yet.
the Kickstarter one, I'd imagine.
Anyway, yeah, that's a pretty fun game. I recommend that one as well. And that's all I've been playing. So let's go on to questions.
All right, before we do that, I forgot. I totally played a brand new game that came out.
Oh, right. Okay.
Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 came out.
Oh, right. You did play that.
Oh,
I've heard
okay.
like kind of bad things.
It's different. That's I hear it's the good and bad thing. It depends. There's things that are better and things that are worse.
Okay, what's better? I haven't played those yet.
It's faster. It actually managed to be faster, which is very impressive.
Oh, okay.
It goes at like a much faster pace. There's more stages. There's even like a weird adventure mode, which I haven't unlocked yet, so I'm not sure how that's going to be. And the music seems to be pretty good. One of the songs is super catchy. I've been listening to it every now and then when I need some music in the background.
Okay.
The bad is how they changed the game. So ghosts don't kill you on touch anymore.
No, that's the weirdest thing.
So now the ghosts and ghost trains, you can bump into them like a set number of times depending on what difficulty you're on. And after so many bumps, they'll go into enrage mode and they'll chase you down. They're actually faster than you in some cases. So you can use this as a chance to get past them. Like they'll block your path. You bump them a couple times. They jump up in midair and then you just run underneath them. But the bumping mechanic shoves you back a little bit when you touch something. So sometimes you'll miss your turns because of it. So you'll try to go change lanes and then suddenly you'll find that it didn't take because you bumped and you went a different direction.
This sounds really bad.
It's not a deal breaker, but it's annoying.
No, for me, the ghost not killing you right away is weird. I don't like that.
It's super weird. Well, I mean, for anyone who knows Pac-Man, it's just super weird.
Well, yeah, of course.
On the plus side, like one of the modes is literally you touch them once and they're auto enraged. So like that works good, but it is definitely changed. The bombs no longer stun all the ghosts around you. They now send you back to start, so you escape using the bombs instead of making everyone get out of your way.
Okay.
And now there's a dedicated brake button, so if you feel like you're about to crash into something, you can actually just stop.
Okay. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I also, when you eat like the final ghost train, you come out of the board, right?
Yeah, it goes like 3D and you like fly up into the sky.
But it's just a cutscene.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer. I was hoping you would like control that.
No, anytime you eat ghosts, it's auto. You don't control that anymore. Oh,
See,
which reminds me, there's another change too. There's predetermined paths when you eat the power pellets. The trains will run away from you, but they'll go on like pre-locked paths that you can see what they are. So if there's a junction, they can change whatever they want, but they will always more than likely follow the path. So if you can corner them and grab them easily.
Okay.
Also now the fruit and power pellets can randomly run away from you like in Miss Pac-Man.
Oh, okay.
Right, which is why I heard this should actually have been called Miss Pac-Man Championship Edition.
Yeah, that would have made perfect sense as a
title. That would have been a cool name.
Yeah.
So, do you like it? Is it a thumbs up or?
I like it, but I have to get used to the changes. Everyone I've asked about is like, hey, do you eventually get used to this? They're like, yeah, I think I like it better after I've gotten used to the changes, but it takes a while, which is the downer.
Is it the best Pac-Man Championship Edition?
If you want something just instantly pick up and play without having to like learn mechanics, then no, the original's better. But if you want something you can sink some time into and just go even faster and just kind of enjoy, then this one.
See, I've been hearing DX is the best one.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying DX, and I kind of tend to agree on like an easier to pick up pace. But there are some changes once you adjust to them I've kind of been okay with, so it's a toss-up.
Do you like these changes?
Some yes, some no. I don't like the bumping. I think the bumping completely ruins the flow.
Okay.
I think even if they got rid of the knockback, that would totally make it fine.
These changes sound bad to me. This is not something I'm going to pick up.
You just want like a hard stop? Like you just want to run into them like a wall?
Like I want, if I hit them, I want them to move back and I keep my pace or something like that, instead of like both of us getting sent back.
Okay.
So if that small change alone, I think would fix my issue with it.
Also, the giant Pac-Man like boss battles aren't even really boss battles. He just hangs out in the background.
Yeah, like he's basically the timer. Like if you don't do it in time to the timer, you lose and he wins.
Right. Which is just kind of whatever, but like from the trailer, it just seemed like that was going to be something like pretty crazy, like giant ghost, and it's like not really.
It doesn't seem to be. That's in adventure mode. It's not in the mode I'm playing right now. You have to unlock adventure mode by playing, I think, half the stages in championship mode.
Right. I'm just all I've seen is the giant bomb quick look, and I guess there's a tutorial stage that you do a boss battle in.
Oh yeah, they're in the tutorial as well.
Yeah, so it just kind of sucks that it's like it's not really a boss battle; it's just a time thing.
Yeah, I mean, what were they gonna do? Honestly,
yeah, I don't know. Could have been something. I don't know. The trailer just made it seem like there was gonna be something crazy, giant ghost. Like I don't know, but it's like not. It's not. There's not even a giant ghost. It's not even a ghost. It's just behind you.
Yo, this is what you do, right? You have a giant ghost chasing you down this endless like runner type thing. You get a power pellet and go like hit it, and it just bursts into a bunch of little ghosts that you have to eat, and you do that like 3 times. Boss fight.
That's not
This is sounding like Pac-Man 256.
Yeah, only good because 256 was fucking trash.
Why do you say that?
Because it's fucking trash. It's one of the worst things I've played on my mobile device in the last 2 years.
I'm surprised to hear this. What? What do you hate about that game so much?
It obviously wasn't made for me. There was nothing about it I liked. I would have to re-download it and play it to tell you exactly what. I just remember playing it and being like, this is garbage. Like,
okay, I remember a lot of people disliking the free-to-play model, but then that game also just came out on consoles a couple months back without any of that free-to-play stuff, and it's like $5 or whatever, which seemed to just like solve the problem.
Oh, did it?
Well, the free-to-play model is not in there anymore, but right. I don't know if that was.
I didn't know that. I thought that was still in it.
No, it's just like you get things by playing it. It's just like you unlock them eventually, as opposed to having to kind of buy the stuff and buy power-ups or whatever. Gotcha. And chances or whatever it is. It's been a while since I've looked at that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's asked about Pac-Man. Pac-Man is on Steam and I believe Xbox One and PS4.
Okay. What do you have it on Steam?
Steam, yep.
Okay. We need to hook up the sharing thing again because I'll try that out.
Again. Yeah, I feel like we did this like 2 weeks ago.
We did
a month ago.
No.
Yeah. It never works. It never works.
Speaking of which, I plan to play your copy of Drawful 2 tonight when I have people over.
Okay.
Which should be exciting. Okay, has anyone else played any games? All right,
no.
No news happened, so let's do questions.
Nothing happened in news?
I mean, even if something did happen, we can't go backwards. We've already played the questions theme.
I knew there was a reason.
Is there news? Is there something in news?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I can't.
I couldn't. We looked beforehand.
Well, it seems like John has something. So, news. Here we go.
What's the news, John? Let us know.
Google search is the best method for anyone to find news and information.
Is that your news?
There was news. There totally was fucking news. I knew it.
Okay.
The Street Fighter V fiasco.
This is all you, man. This is all you.
Yep. Go ahead, John.
All right. So Street Fighter V recently put out an update on PC that added a Urian and a bunch of other stuff to it. The problem is one of the things they added to it was a root kit.
What is that?
So long story short, it basically means anyone can access the all your computer's information. Essentially, they can basically hack your computer with no effort. And Capcom did this in a shitty attempt to stop people from hacking their game, because apparently, to unlock like all the colors for characters in Street Fighter V, or to unlock extra characters in general, you can use fight money, which takes a while to grind out to a ridiculous degree. I believe people were complaining to unlock all the colors for a character, you have to win as that character in survival mode 50 matches in a row, or something insane like that.
That's impossible.
Might have been 100. Might have been 100. It might have been one of those two.
That's twice impossible.
But yeah, so people figured out a way to hack it, because apparently the store was like super easy to hack. So people were just downloading stuff. Apparently even Evo did this, from what was going around. And so Capcom, to stop it, put I think a little file in like your System32 directory that was supposed to stop it. But as a result, made it so that anyone who owns Street Fighter V could easily be hacked, because they could just easily access the rootkit through the kernel. So that was bad, and they've already had to backtrack on it. So supposedly they've already removed it from the game, or they are planning on working on it right now. But a lot of people were really upset this weekend about Street Fighter V because of that.
I feel like every weekend someone's upset about Street Fighter V.
True.
Yeah, but this is like the golden one.
Sure.
The golden one.
The golden one.
All right.
Well, now we can do
questions.
Nice.
Thanks for playing the tune again.
And yeah, people keep bringing up like the Palmer Lucky thing, and I just don't even feel like talking.
God damn it! All right, news. Sorry.
News never ends.
This would be a nightmare if Sean actually put these in after.
He wouldn't do it. I wouldn't blame him.
He wouldn't do it. No, for sure. All right, so questions. John, where can people send things in?
All right. Top10perspective@gmail.com, TDP Podcast on Twitter, Top 10 Perspective on Facebook, and my P.O. Box, which is listed on my YouTube and Facebook.
Whoa, all right, cool.
All right.
I'm not doing the first one.
I mean, I could do it, but I know John will want to because he likes this stuff. So
I like finding out the numbers.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got the next NPD numbers. This is for the month of August.
Yeah,
All right,
okay.
here's the sales of games in North America. Starting with the Xbox One has sold 275,000 consoles in North America in the last month. PlayStation 4, 160,000. What came out on Xbox One over PS4 this year? Oh no, it was the S. The S is what booted it up. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Forgot about that.
And also with the Slim and Pro being like announced, people probably just held off.
Yeah, I don't blame them. The 3DS sold under 150,000 units the past month, and the Wii U sold a whopping 22.8K.
Nice.
So just 23,000.
Beautiful.
Now Wii U is dead.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
When was the last time either of you turned your Wii U on?
This week, actually.
2 days ago.
Okay, well, fine. Don't play along with...
Nice try.
I like
Sean,
the Wii U.
When's the last time you turned on your Wii U? Oh, I don't know, a couple months ago. Yep, because it's dead. You're right.
Sure, fair enough. I like the Wii U. When you have a decent gaming computer, there's no reason to own another console besides the Wii U.
Pretty much right.
Yep.
Game-wise, Madden came out this month, and holy crap, did it sell.
Holy shit.
933,000 copies of Madden sold in North America alone. So it is a million seller, no problem. But then again, that's Madden in general, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe this month or next month is the launch of FIFA and NHL, which means we'll also see similar numbers for both of those.
Shouldn't
No
FIFA
Man's
do
Sky.
more? Isn't FIFA the best one?
FIFA will do more, but apparently the NHL games have been really good. No Man's Sky. This I assume this is only counting physical, but supposedly they're also supposed to be counting digital, so I'm not sure on this one. But 508,000 copies of No Man's Sky sold in August.
How many of those were returned?
I think those are only counting the digital, which means they have not got the numbers, which I think it will be more interesting to see is next month's numbers.
Yeah, I hear that game dropped.
Yeah.
There was a game that's not on this list that I wanted to see how it did, Metroid Prime Federation Force, but apparently it sold so few they didn't say what the numbers were, and I believe the cutoff was 4,000 copies, which means it must have been abysmal. I believe it sold about 4,000 in Japan. I think it sold less in the UK or something similar in the UK. I forget exactly, but it's looking to do like less than 10,000 overall or something crazy like that. Black Ops 3 sold 197,000 copies, and 61K of that was 61K excluding bundles. Oh, so 130 was with bundles. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Grand Theft Auto 5 still on that list somehow. 154,000 copies of the game were sold last August. The new Deus Ex game, Mankind Divided, 120,000 copies. Apparently, Human Revolution did double that on its launch at 244,000, which means Mankind Divided is not doing so hot.
Weird. Oh, that what are we talking about? Deus Ex Go was on sale this week.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if it still is. I picked that up. Paul, did you pick that up?
I didn't know.
Oh, you should have. It was like $2.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire combined have sold 100,000 copies in the last month, which means that's the Pokemon Go bump that kicked in there.
Cool.
Is there still a Pokemon Go bump?
I mean, the remotes just came out. The Pokemon Go Plus, those only came out like last week. And they're already a pain to find, apparently.
All right. Jaron writes in, the website Everything is Terrible is on a quest to find every copy of the movie Jerry Maguire and make a pyramid out of it. If you could collect every copy of any movie or game, what would it be?
Okay.
E.T.
You say E.T.?
Yeah.
I figured you would have said Bomberman.
You know what? Actually, my actual answer would probably be a Bomberman game.
Get every Bomberman Act Zero.
I control the supply and demand of Bomberman Act Zero.
Probably Resident Evil 1. Not director's cut, just like all of the long box copies.
I feel like I have to say Burnout Paradise, but
yeah,
I can't really think of a better answer.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
All right.
Sombrero Mustache wrote in and said, did you guys ever have to watch reality shows, specifically competition shows like Big Brother, The Amazing Race, America's Next Top Model, even though he crosses that out, or any show like that because of family or roommates? My parents were really into The Biggest Loser, and we'd watch a new episode when it came on at dinner. I had to watch Survivor.
Survivor as well, the first season.
Yeah, the first season. That's right. Richard, man. He took it.
Yeah. He knew what he was doing.
My dad used to watch Fear Factor. That was a long time ago. I'm trying to think of something more recent.
Fear Factor is actually kind of fun to watch, though.
The eating stuff, we couldn't stand to watch. I think that's why he eventually stopped it. He was just like, I can't handle the eating stuff anymore.
Sure, yeah.
No, I guess I didn't really have to. I watched on my own account. I watched I Survived a Japanese Game Show, but that was just awesome.
Yeah,
it was just a great show. Does like Wipeout count? I watched Wipeout for a number of years.
Yeah, that counts. I'll count that.
What about MXC? Because I definitely watched MXC.
Yeah, I want MXC to count because that was a great show.
That's such a good show.
I should get that on DVD because it's on DVD.
There's a bunch of it on YouTube.
All right. Next up, Bob Saget himself writes in and says, in university, my residence gives out nicknames to first years called as frosh names. Some stick, some don't. Names have been anything including Rudder, Passion, Fergus, Kinslayer, MC Hulk, and Coppertone.
MC Hulk.
I myself am Crumb. Do you remember any strange nicknames people didn't get from the internet? Potato salad, yay or nay? And do you think...
No, hang on. These are different questions. Hold down.
Yeah, I was just going to read it. All right.
Okay.
Let's start back with the nickname. Like, do you remember any strange nicknames people
any of your friends get a nickname not from the internet?
I mean, my username is not from the internet. It was a nickname I had.
Right.
Okay, so there's one. I always... Even at work, at like every school, people always referred to me by my last name.
Yep, that happened too for me.
Yeah, I get, especially because Sean was pretty common in my schools. Like there was always at least one more. Where I work, there's 4 Seans, so we have to go by last names. But I mean, that's not a very cool nickname. I'm trying to think of something funnier.
Until like grade 10 or 11, I went to a pretty small school, like for my whole life. So everybody just knew everybody. Nobody really had nicknames growing up. And in college, it was in our school that nobody wanted to talk to each other because pretentiousness. So
on my team, people get nicknames throughout the years that usually stick. We've had someone called Mad Dog.
Okay.
We've had Tarantula.
Okay.
We had one called Fun Sucker, which someone got drunk once and switched the first 2 letters of each word, and that's another one that stuck. I'll let you guys figure that one out.
Oh no!
What else was there?
I thought of a bad name. Oh no, I can't. I'll talk to you guys after. I'll tell you why. I thought of I remembered somebody got a pretty bad nickname for a traumatizing event. It's kind of funny.
Oh boy,
I can't say that.
Those are the only ones coming. Those are the only ones coming to mind.
Okay.
All right, question number 2. Potato salad, yay or nay?
Yeah, for sure.
Nah.
Yep. Although,
and last but not,
let me be straight. Potato salad has to be really cold. If it's even room temperature, no. There's absolutely no way.
What's better, potato salad or macaroni salad?
Potato.
Macaroni.
I'm not a huge fan of either. I'd probably go potato, though. I'd probably go potato.
Junkie, I'm not sharing it in chat. There's a reason why I'm not saying it, because it's terrible. Leave me alone.
Gotta stop teasing.
Do you think Nathan may return to TDP someday?
No.
I don't think so.
Nah.
But don't rule it out. Stranger things have happened than a dude jumping in with his friends to talk about video games.
That's true.
So
at the moment, we're not teasing anything. At the moment, there's no plans.
No.
Yeah. And also because I can't seem to find it anywhere and don't have / want a Twitter to ask. Fair enough. John, is there still an Aria of Sorrow bonus episode? And if so, how goes progress? Yes, and progress is none. There's been no work on it.
Okay.
I am leaving for San Diego in like 4 days, so I have not done any work on it. I'm just helping get the project doing with Reese going and trying to get my next major project ready.
Yep. And Kitty.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna grab one from the chat so I don't lose it. I know people keep throwing them, but keep doing it if I haven't done it yet. What is the weirdest game that you've played?
Oh.
I think the weirdest game I've played is Muscle March.
That's pretty weird.
That's a weird game. And it's on the Wii.
Nobi Boy.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's really weird.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, probably Nobi Boy. I can't think of anything else that tops it.
I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna jump in one more because I want to get it in the chat before we lose it again. Junkie writes, with fall AAA video game season approaching, what games coming out this year do you look forward to? Also, any good 3DS or Wii U games this year you guys liked? Okay, so games coming out, and then just some 3DS Wii U games from this year.
Gears 4.
I'm looking forward to Gears 4. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
The new Pokemon I'm looking forward to.
Yep. Final Fantasy 15.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to that.
God, what else is even coming out?
The Last Guardian, I guess I'm looking forward to.
That got delayed again to next year.
No, I'm not. No, it's December.
Okay, so to next year.
But I want to see what that's all about. Okay, Wii U 3DS games from this year that you're into.
That came out this year?
Yep.
Did anything come out for Wii U this year? Star Fox is the only thing that came out I can think of. And I didn't play it.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions came out. I want to play it.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions is real good.
Picross 3D 2 is great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's debatable. What else came out this year, though? Like, for real?
Bravely Second
Metroid
is all right.
Prime Federation Force. Yay. Kirby Planet Robobot. There you go. Good game.
Fire Emblem came out this year.
I really like Monster Hunter Generations. That was good.
I'm trying to think if I've used my Wii U much this year. What have I played on my Wii U this year?
Was Pokken this year? I thought that was last year.
That was this year.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that was this year.
Pokken was all right.
I don't think that was this year.
People are saying it was last year, or it was this year.
Pokken. No, that was July of last year.
Oh, never mind.
Holy shit. In North America?
I just searched Pokken Tournament, and that's the thing that came out on the side, so I'm assuming so.
Okay.
And
all right, I'm gonna look that up because remember it came out in arcades much sooner than it did for consoles.
Yeah. Okay.
Wii U March 18th, 2016. So it was this year.
Oh, that was Japan. They were showing me. Yeah, that was the initial release date. Yeah, that game's all right. Kind of just came and went.
Yeah.
All right, I think Paul is next.
Sure. Joshua wrote in and says, as someone who suffers from dissociative identity disorder, formerly called multiple personality disorder, I am aware many people don't know much about mental health beyond depression and OCD, and even that is often limited. Most people who find out about my illness are amazed I'm not in some kind of asylum. I'm a certified electrical engineer and function perfectly fine in society. I try to educate best I can, but I'm only one person. Do you think there should be more open discussion about mental health in schools, and is there a better way to approach the issue in your opinion? Definitely.
Definitely, yeah. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I don't have any ideas of how to approach it better.
Yeah, I mean, me neither,
obviously.
because if I did, I would
yeah.
actually probably be working in like a hospital right now doing that instead of talking to two dudes on the internet about games.
It's probably hard for us to have better ideas about it since we don't know like what needs to be like fixed. You know what I mean?
Funding. At least funding needs to be fixed. It has to be. Yeah. It's a government issue that they have to take more seriously. Like they'll fund to take care of a broken leg, easier than they'll fund somebody who is like suffering internally for years. It's a fucking clusterfuck.
It's because they see the damage.
I was gonna say, because you can't see it. Yeah. It's not tangible.
The problem is with mental health issues, when you can see the problem, it's maybe too late. It's really bad. So, yeah, there needs to be... That's something really close to me, mental health stuff. So, absolutely. And I'm glad to hear that even with your struggles, you are totally fine.
Yeah, bravo on you for doing that.
Yeah.
Just pulling that off.
Yeah, no shit. Also, what is your opinion on volcanoes?
All right.
I mean, I've never met one personally, but as far as like land masses, they seem pretty cool.
Yeah. I want to make it clear to people listening that is literally his next question. So that's not me being an asshole.
He also has a third question.
Oh, he does.
Equally as important as the last two.
Can you rank the Indiana Jones movies from least favorite to favorite? And I think I can, but I need a second to think about it.
All right.
I'll give you your second by starting us off.
Yeah.
My girlfriend has only seen Indiana Jones 4.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, this is my ranking. Raiders from best to worst, by the way.
Best to worst? Okay.
He wants worst to best. He wants worst to best? Okay, Yeah.
then in that case, Temple of Doom, Crystal Skull, Last Crusade, Raiders.
Yeah, that's my order too.
Temple of Doom is fucking atrocious, and if you don't think so, you haven't watched it recently. It's really bad.
So I haven't watched them recently.
Yeah.
Which is the one with he rips the heart out of people's chests?
That's
Temple of Doom.
And that's the first one, right?
No, that's the second.
That's the second one? Okay, I think I really like that one.
Do you?
4 is the worst. How are you guys not just saying 4 is the worst?
No, I actually like Crystal Skull better than Doom.
Yeah,
Not
for
by
sure.
much, but I liked it better.
No,
what is
for
wrong
sure.
with Temple of Doom?
Doom sucked.
The lead actress is terrible. Like, she's always just screaming and crying.
And pulls their people's hearts out.
The pacing is off. It's boring.
It's a terrible addition.
Short Round is really bad. Indiana Jones himself doesn't do a lot of cool things at all.
No, Indiana Jones sucks as a character, and like he's like a complete like terrible asshole in the entire movie. It's actually kind of obnoxious. Like he's completely different in every other movie by comparison.
I guess I need to watch the Indiana Jones movies again. It's definitely been like probably a solid decade since I've seen any of them. But 4 is the worst. 4 is one of my least enjoyed movies just out there. I hate 4.
4 is pretty bad. I think it's the cool thing to hate though, because Temple of Doom is worse.
He's great. He's like Sean Connery.
No, you're totally right. The only reason why
3 is like a phenomenal movie.
The only reason why 1 edges out 3, in my opinion, for best is because Indiana Jones feels more badass. It isn't like the screen time is being shared with another badass character.
Yeah, 3's a lot campier, but also
it's so good.
Well balanced. 1 is more like about like the establishing the character, and I think that gives it a little bit more to me.
Did you guys ever watch the TV show when he was in his like 20s?
Young Indiana Jones, yeah.
Did you like those? Did you watch them, John?
No,
there was only 3 seasons of it.
My dad had someone like
played Indiana Jones.
I don't think so.
Or is that Young Hercules I'm thinking of?
I mean, how famous do you think Sean Patrick Flannery is?
All right,
what else has he been in?
Like the Boondock Saints.
I guess I was thinking of Young Hercules because I think that was Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, shit! I think you're right. Wow. All right. Good email though. Thank you for that.
And I think John is next.
Yep, it should be me. Charles writes in and says, "Have you guys ever been to Banff? If so, where in Banff have you gone?"
Of course. It's only like an hour away from here. So
that's true. Yeah, Calgary's an hour from Banff. Everyone's been to Banff. Who's not been to Banff that has lived in Calgary?
Probably people that can't drive. Where have you been in
Banff? Banff's pretty small, so like everywhere in Banff?
Yeah, Banff is pretty small. Things of note in Banff. There's a really good restaurant there that you have to get reservations for. They you can get stuff like rattlesnake and like weird meats
the Grizzly House.
Yeah, that's
fondue.
Yep, the fondue
House.
Yep.
The cool thing about the fondue house is every table has a phone.
Yeah.
And you can pick it up and just call another table and just chat with them. You didn't know that? Have you never been to the Grizzly House?
I've never been.
You should go there.
Okay. You should try it out. Again, yeah, it's kind of pricey because it's like one of the higher end touristy ones.
That's one of the things in Banff. Everything is pricey because it's a tourist trap. So,
yeah.
The Banff Springs is really good.
Like the hot tub or like the hotel. I think they're both worth seeing.
Yeah.
That's a real nice hotel.
And then drive about, I think, 15 minutes to half an hour out of Banff, go to Lake Louise, see the Chateau Lake Louise on the lake there. It's fucking dope.
It's like an hour and a half out of Banff.
Is it?
Yeah. But yeah, Lake Louise is also real cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, I got this big one. Kim writes... first, I have to say I love you guys to bits. I started watching TDP a month or so ago, and it has quickly become one of my favorite things.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. My question is primarily to Sean, but Paul and John can certainly chime in if they have advice.
No, I'm done. See ya.
All right, cool. Later, everybody.
My question is primarily... My friend is thinking about starting a review blog. Unlike Sean, who does video games, she is thinking of doing book reviews. She approached me for advice since I used to write book reviews myself. Do you guys have any advice I can share? Here are the biggest tips I have. And she has 3 tips here. First one is review what you want. Don't think about getting review copies or owing reviews to anyone. If you're starting out, then you should enjoy what you're reviewing.
Yeah, it's excellent advice.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think all 3 of these are good. I read them earlier. Be honest. Don't be an asshole. This is kind of what made me stop doing reviews. Personally, reviewers stopped being critical of the work they were reviewing and would make hurtful jokes instead of attack authors. Authors would respond in kind, and it was all around mess. Don't be a part of that. If you can't think of a better way to review something than bashing it, then don't review it.
Yeah, gaming in general is kind of like that.
Well... So. The thing is that if you wanted a quick way to, like, infamy, that's what you should actually do. But if you want, like, integrity, you shouldn't do that.
If you want to hate yourself, then just hate everything, basically.
Right.
And her last note is don't worry about the quality of your reviews. That's something that comes with practice. Try your best when you write one, but don't treat it like you're writing a term paper. Even if you're sharing it with authors/developers, it could be as simple as this was great. I enjoyed every bit of it. Or a detailed description of what you liked and why. From my personal experience, people like any positive feedback, whether it's a sentence or paragraph of gushing.
Yeah.
Sure. A thing I'll add.
My one.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. No, you go.
Okay. One thing I'll say kind of against that last point is, this could be as simple as this was great. I enjoyed every bit of it. You got to say why all the time. That's one thing that when I'm reading a review is you need to back it up with statements. So when they say don't treat it like a term or paper, like when I started writing stuff, I just wrote it as like it was just a paper. Like I had my introductory paragraph and I still have my conclusion paragraph, and you got your theses in there too. So I still basically kind of treat them like papers. And every time you state that you don't like something or this didn't feel right, you need to explain like why you didn't like it or why it's not feeling right. Like otherwise people are just going to think that you're just saying I don't like it because it's just a bad game, and then that review's not helpful. How does that help anyone?
Yeah.
Right.
My advice is don't be afraid if you write something and then you feel like your opinion changes at a later date.
Agreed.
Opinions are fluid like that. You can hate something one day and then you can like it the next.
Yep. My thing is when you're done, like, ingesting everything, whatever you are reviewing, step away and do something completely different and let, like, your thoughts on it really sink in a little bit. Don't just, like, write your review right away.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I never just write immediately. It's like a couple days before I even start it, so I can just go back and think about it. Like, did I like that, or why was this not okay? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And especially like right after, because if you might be like loving something, but like play it a bit more, and it's like, actually, I didn't really notice it because I was so excited about this.
Yeah.
This thing is actually not that great if you played it for this long or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely agree with write about what you like. That's pretty key. And another thing I do is just try and write. Just get a real rough one. Don't worry about being great. Just try and write beginning to end, and then always go back through it and read it one more time, because I constantly am changing stuff, or I'm deleting whole sentences, and I need to see, like, am I actually getting my point across? Because maybe I wasn't saying it correctly. And if you do scores, one thing I do is, because I put scores on it, is as I go back and I'm like, all right, because often I'll have the score before the review. I'll be like, this game feels like, like kind of in the middle. And then when I write it, I'm like, but I'm writing it like too positively. I need to talk about why the score is lower. So these negatives need to come up more, something like that. Those are stuff to think about too.
Right. Okay. I think that's it for emails. So Twitter questions, we got Hinoka Trash wrote in and said, what kind of mics do you guys each use for podcasting? We have answered this before.
It's okay. I have a Blue Yeti.
I have an Astro A40 headset.
I have this M Audio piece of shit, but most of everything I do is through a program called Voice Meter. So if you want to get into audio stuff at a base level, I suggest looking that up.
Does that work with like any mic? Or does it
works
paired to your mic?
It works with any sound device, period.
Oh, maybe I should look into that. Because I'm just going straight into, Audacity.
Right.
I mean, Audition. I'm not going into Audacity. John, you got this second last one?
Yeah. Second last one, rather. Comes to us from William, that says, what's your opinion on H.P. Lovecraft? Have you read any of his writings? And if so, what did you think?
Lovecraft is one of my favorite horror writers. I don't know. I don't find his stuff horrifying. I just think it's kind of neat.
Yeah, I find it cool, and it's an interesting aesthetic, but I have not actually read any of his works.
That's where I am. I haven't read any, but I'll play some Arkham Horror.
Sure. I have
Cthulhu's a cool idea.
The book I have is Call of Cthulhu and Other Weird Tales, so it's a collection of stuff, and I've read that.
Right.
So I can't remember any specific names of some of the other stuff.
And our last one, James says, I recently wrote a paper about John's friend, Emil. Have you ever written a paper about a hobby of yours if you had the chance?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you do in college. If you're not writing essays about college stuff in college, you're taking the wrong course.
I don't know. I took a bunch of art classes. There were no essays involved in that.
I mean, to be fair, he's in a field that doesn't really require essays, so.
Mm.
But I also write reviews, which are basically papers, but I guess they're not that long.
Sure.
What's the longest paper you guys have written?
10 pages?
10 pages, probably. I almost feel like I've done a 20, but I'm going to say 10.
10? That seems definitely low from what I hear from some people. I think the longest I've done was 16, but I had people that were just like, oh, yeah, no, our paper started at 20. And I thought 16 was rough.
Yeah.
All right. People want to send in questions next week at TDP on Twitter, topdownperspective@gmail.com, Facebook group, John's P.O. Box, Reddit, wherever else. Games of the week.
Picross, I guess.
Someone in the chat said they've done 20 pages, but it was split up between 3 people. How often did you write papers with someone else?
How does that work?
Yeah,
like how do you do like
weird.
intros and stuff like that? Or is like you do the intro, we do the body, and then you do the ending.
I don't know.
Also, my game of the week is Forza Horizon, since we're being played out.
Bye.
Get off the stage.
See you guys next week.